Hey, good morning, everybody. I am here with Mr. Nice Man and about ready to go hiking again on day 2 of slack packing through the 100-mile wilderness. Made it through yesterday, but Mr. Nice Man tells me today is going to be a much tougher hike. So he encouraged me to leave at 2 o'clock this morning, but I waited till daylight. So no, I'm just kidding. It's going to be, you said, a tough hike, right?
Yeah, they're trekking along and Nightingale,
Yeah,
much tougher.
much tougher. All right, if trekking along can do it, maybe I can do it. I don't know. They're better hikers than me, probably. We'll see. So thanks to Mr. Nice Man, he made me a bacon and egg McMuffin today, and McDonald's, you better be worried because it was really good. Y'all gonna be getting put out of business. But yeah, the plan right now is I have on my old shoes with no socks or anything. I'm about to cross this big stream up here, and then I won't have any more water crossings today. So the plan is I'm gonna throw my old shoes back to Mr. Nice Man on the other side of the river, and then I'm carrying my new shoes and new socks with me. And I'm gonna put those on the other side, and then hopefully hike the rest of the 15 miles today with the good stuff.
When you get to Katahdin Ironworks.
Yeah. So yeah, Katahdin Ironworks Road. That's where I'm gonna be meeting up with Mr. Nice Man again today. What will you do today while I'm gone hiking?
Read a little bit.
Oh, what you gonna read?
Revealing Revelation.
Revealing Revelations. I told you he's a good Christian man. I told y'all that. So he is gonna be reading and chilling out while I'm hiking.
Meeting some other hikers.
Yeah, he helped. That's the good thing about Mr. Nice Man. He helps all the hikers. Like anytime he sees anybody that needs anything, he's offering some help to them. So he is super. What did you tell me yesterday? Why you do this?
Oh well.
He said, "Do unto others as you have them do unto you," and he truly lives that, no doubt about it. So, all right, well, I'll get with y'all from hopefully the other side of the stream safely. Okay, Pete's. There goes Mr. Iceman with my shoes. Successfully made it across this really cold early morning water crossing with my old shoes, threw them back to him, and now I'm putting on my new shoes. So I get my socks and everything on, some Neosporin on my toes and wrap them up, and then start a tough hiking day. Okay, Pete, had to get my life together after the river crossing, but yeah, what a benefit to be able to wear the old shoes across, get them soaking wet, and then throw them back to Mr. Nice Man. Super big help. So anyway, got all my new shoes on, got them laced up, took a minute. Neosporin on the toes, got the toes wrapped up in band-aids. I got a new pair of Injinjis too, because my other ones I was wearing holes in them. Not because they're not high quality, they last a long time, but I've got such rough calluses on my feet, they just wear right through them in those spots usually. So yeah, so I got a new pair, so I'm set up to try to do some good days. Hopefully I can do it. Looking at the schedule last night, it looks like Trekking Along are gonna try to summit next Tuesday. So they even said they have a camp spot for me somewhere if I can get there Monday. So I think I can get there Monday, but I'm just kind of up against it as far as a 28-mile day. Here's kind of the situation. I pretty much got to do a 28-mile day if I'm going to slack pack, because there's no road crossings for the last 28 miles of the wilderness. So I can either slack pack 28 for a super long day, or I basically have to hike out from that same point with my pack. So, which I may end up doing. I'm gonna see how I feel. Today's gonna be really tough. 15.6, but today gets me through the first 30 miles of the wilderness, you know, combined with yesterday, which is the hardest part. So after that, it's supposed to be pretty cruisy and, you know, flatter and easier to hike. So I just don't know. News, he's a marathon runner and ultra marathon runner, so he said he wouldn't advise trying to do 28. So and my record is like 23.1, I think, but it did take me till like 10:30 at night. But I did have my pack on that day, but it was back in the Shenandoahs, I think. It was when Big Dipper saved me the camp spot that night, so, and showed me where it was. A really nice guy from England that I hiked with. So we'll just have to see what's going to happen. I just don't know. I would love to summit with Trekking Along. Y'all know that. And Nightingale too. I think Nightingale will probably be in that group if they don't get held up too much. He said they may be behind trekking along because she's got her husband, so he's not used to hiking, so it might be kind of tough on him. But anyway, I think either way I'm gonna be summiting with friends or people that I know, so it'll be cool either way. So like I said, I'm just gonna do the best I can. It's my own fault I'm in this situation. So trekking along, girls, if you're watching, just know that I'm trying, and I apologize for not being there with you right now. But I'm trying to remedy the situation. So I guess the first step in that is to stop talking to you guys and keep walking. So my next stop's gonna be, there's a lean-to coming up at point 8. I'm gonna stop there and use the privy. I just got water. Water is gonna be a little more scarce today because I'm gonna be hiking up in some elevation. So I should have some nice views for y'all. So anyway, no more rambling. Let's get down the trail. Okay, people, check it out. Can you believe it? I am about to be under triple digits to Katahdin. That is incredible. Whew, 100 miles to go. I can do 100 miles, right? I've already did a 2094.3. If I can't do 100, I don't deserve it. So 100 miles to go. Wow. It's a good spot for it too. It's right here by this waterfall area. Very cool. Ain't no mountain high enough, but I'm so sick of climbing stuff. Whew. It's a tough one. Okay, peeps, check it out. Another milestone. Mile number 2100. The final 00 milestone marker of the Appalachian Trail. 94.3 miles to go. Okay, peeps, check it out. One of the more interesting things I've seen since Georgia, a plane crash wreckage. Very interesting. It's not listed on our app, so it was kind of unexpected. Found a pretty nice view for lunch. just found Georgia again. Quite a view from Chairback Third Mountain. Okay, peeps, I'm hiking about 4 miles from camp. So, and it's kind of in front of me now. I know what is up if I want to summit with the girls. They are planning to, Nightingale and Trekking Along are all planning to summit Tuesday. It is currently Thursday. Basically what has got to happen is, if I want to summit with them Tuesday, they actually do have me a camp spot. That's sweet of them. So I got a spot to camp Monday night if I can get there. And it's going to be after today, roughly about 80 miles. So, you know, my plan was to kind of slack pack the whole wilderness, but the problem is, in order to slack pack the whole wilderness, I've got to do 21 tomorrow, 21 the next day, and then 28 the third day. That's in order to slack pack it. But that does get me to A-Ball Bridge sometime Sunday night, Monday morning maybe, if it takes me forever to do 28 slacking. And then I would be fine to be there that day and summit Tuesday. But that's, I don't know if I can do 28. Like, Lemon Drop's like looking at me like, you idiot, you know you can't do 28. You've never done 28. Why would you do 28? And she's probably right. So I thank her for keeping it real. So my other option is basically I just got to average 20 a day for 4 days roughly. So, which could work because I feel good about the 21 slack tomorrow. It's gonna be kind of tough. It's got some climbing, and then I feel good about the 21 slack on Saturday. So if I opted out of the slack of 28 on Sunday, what I would be doing basically is hiking out Sunday with my full pack, because I'll have to camp somewhere because I'm not going to do 28 to get to the next road. So then Iceman would depart, and I would basically, now I could keep my pack as light as possible on gear, because I know Iceman will take care of some stuff for me if I need to, or send it, or keep it for me for a little while or whatever. So I can get my pack weight down pretty light, just the stuff I really, really need, like very minimal. But I do have to carry some food for at least 2 days and probably 3 days, because there may not be food options at Baxter Park once I get there. Apparently there's a camp store type place that normally has food, but toward the end of the season they start dialing it back and they close early. So I don't know, and if you don't know if you're going to be able to get food, you pretty much got to take food. So I don't know. That's basically what I'm up against if I want to summit with the girls. But once, you know, like I said, I'm just going to try to take it day by day for the next 3 days. I got to finish the day first because the day's not been easy either. And then I got to do 21 and 21. And like I said, at that point, I got to make a decision, or probably for Iceman's sake, I'll try to decide before the last 21 what I'm going to do the following days. 28 would really be pushing it. I'd basically just have to start really, I think it'd probably take me, I mean, maybe 18 hours to do it. I don't know, because, you know, including breaks and everything. So if I left at like 4 a.m., you know what I'm saying? That gives me to like I got to hike from 4 a.m. to 10:30. I basically got to do what Hambone did. He hiked 44 miles. He did 44, so, but he was in a really, really easy section. And he's a much better hiker than me, much faster. But he did 44, starting at 4 a.m. and finishing at 10:30 p.m. So, I mean, maybe I could do it. But the only problem is it's just so risky, because if I don't make it, like I got no gear, like I'm stuck. So I just have to do it. Like I can't stop basically. So that's a lot of pressure. So I'm definitely leaning towards trying to do it over 2 days and maybe just get as far as I can on the first day. Because the hiking is supposed to be easier the last couple of days. So just get as far as I can the first day. But I got to at least make half of it. But if I can make more, that takes a little bit of the pressure off on Monday. And then I would like to have if possible, an easier day Monday. Obviously, it don't seem like there's a scenario where that'll happen, but because basically I got to hike Katahdin Tuesday morning. So it's like one of the toughest climbs on the Appalachian Trail. But I mean, it should be good. Thumper said I will have Katahdin fever. So climbing Katahdin will be easy, she said, because we'll just be so stroked with adrenaline. She's probably right. It makes a lot of sense. So anyway, that's where I'm at. But I guess at the first point that I realized that I can't make it, like at that point, I think I can just take the foot off the gas, so to speak, and just, get there on my own time, and definitely still try to summit before the weekend, but I'd be open-minded to, summit in Wednesday or Thursday, just whichever day had good weather. So, I guess if there's bad weather, that could help me if they can't summit Tuesday. So, but I'm not going to ask them to wait for me because that's not fair. I don't know that they're trying to, especially, I would probably ask Nightingale before the girls, because the girls, they've been out here a long, long time like me, and Chapstick was really wanting to be home for her birthday, which is tomorrow, and she's not going to make it for that. But like, I know they're the most motivated to get back to their lives. So anyway, that's what it is, people. It's another part of the hike. Like I said, the social game is as much a part of it as anything else. If you really think about it. So the presence of it or the lack of it, like as far as your hike goes. So we shall see. Yeah, Nuge called me out today. He's like, I know you can't do 28. He said, because you're always socializing with everybody. But I'm kind of a people person, I guess. Like, I talk to everybody out here. Like, I think most everybody does. Like, maybe not to the extent I do, but pretty close. Because you don't see a lot of people out here. So I ask everybody where they're from, trail name, all that good stuff. So, yeah, because there's so many interesting, like, y'all know I was a reporter. So, like, just from an interest standpoint, like, it's just like, it's a great place to be. For somebody who likes to observe and, report on things or just see interesting things. Like, it's just interesting people out here with interesting stories. So, oh my gosh, I've been talking for over 6 minutes. Let me let y'all go and get back to hiking, because if I don't do my miles today, the rest of it don't matter. So anyway, we'll be thinking of, anyway, this kind of lets you know where I'm at right now. Okay, peeps. I made it to Chairback Mountain, elevation 2197. We'll see what kind of view it offers. And then, most importantly, what kind of steep climb it has going down the other side. Oh wow, beautiful. Oh yeah, this is what all the fuss is about. It's like a straight downhill from Chairback Mountain. I assumed the last little part of today was going to be tough, because they say the first 30 miles of the wilderness is the hardest. So I assume it's got to be something pretty hard around 30 miles, or they would say the first 25 miles are the hardest, or the first 26 miles are the hardest. So anyway, got to do it anyway. Got to get to camp. So let's see what we can do. See if we can go down this steep slope without dying. Okay, peeps, I'm closing in on camp in the next mile or so, it's getting close to getting dark, and I got a lot of stuff to do when I get to camp, so I'm going to wrap up this episode here. I got to get there and try to eat, and I'm going to go ahead and pack all my stuff up for tomorrow, because I'm going to try to leave really early, because I got the 21 mile slack tomorrow. And it's not looking super easy or flat. Like there's definitely some climbing, especially in the first part of the day. So I want to try to get off to a good start, give myself the best chance to get there to maybe before dark or a little after, you know, reasonable amount of time, because I got to do the same thing the following day and then the following 2 days. So anyway, yeah, appreciate y'all watching. We're closing in on it. Oh my gosh, crossed 2100 today, under 100 to go. Like, I don't even know what to think. So I never thought I'd end up having to rush through the 100-mile wilderness, but it is what it is. So take it in stride as it comes. So anyway, like I said, I appreciate you guys so much, more than you know. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.